Okay, time for the parking quest. No, what the heck is... Verne Company luxury car. License plate is VE4310. Only there was a more convenient way to check the list every time. Yeah, I think VE4310 is approved. This is a truck? Verne. I'm gonna assume everything in Verne is already approved. There's no way they forget one of their cars while doing it correctly for the others, right? Rhineford CL1101. Yeah. How many cars are parked here anyway? Private car. CW6422. I don't see 6422 here. Okay, so they said it's supposed to be a pink one that's bad. Placed. You can't revoke the warning sticker, so if you screw up once, you are doomed. Gotta reload. Is there anything else here? I think that's the only car parked here. No. Okay, back in the Crossbell West exit this time. Is it okay for the cars to be so close to the monsters? I don't like this. A private car, what the heck is with it? EW3100. EW8200. CZ3323. What's the first one on the list? CL1101. ED0028. Eiyuu Densetsu? Alright, I think we checked all the cars. So we're just placing the remaining stickers so we can give our report. Sounds like a plan, my man. I don't think they were in a hurry, so it may be a good idea to check all the cars one more time before we return. However, we are unable to remove any incorrectly placed stickers. Well, I don't think we'll have anything to worry about. This one is not confirmed. Well, I can always just redo it if I screw up, huh? Just to be sure, ED is listed here, right? Is it? Yeah, it's listed, ED0028. CL1101. Hold on a second. I feel like I've seen this license plate number before. Okay, let's go back to the east exit and check all the trucks there just in case. Not that one. Oh, CL1101. Wait, what? Didn't we see this plate number over at the west exit too? Actually, I think you're right. I don't think it was this type of car though. It's against state regulation for multiple vehicles to share an identical license plate number. What if you run out of license plate numbers? Yeah, Teotot's right. Gotta have a unique number or you're breaking the law. Probably a good idea to jot this plate down, yeah? Absolutely. We better report this to the Metropolitan Division later. Could it be some kind of clerical error? I really hope I did all that right. Hey everyone, how's the request to ticket those illegally parked cars going? Please notify me once you're ready to hand over your report. I'll contact the Metropolitan Division. +4 DP, I better check later. We're all ready to give our report. Could you contact them, please? Understood, I'll take care of it now. I apologize for the inconvenience, but do you mind waiting again until they're here? Not at all. We understand they're busy. That's it for the report. Here's a list of license plates for any illegally parked cars. Fantastic job, everyone. You even managed to avoid giving out any erroneous fines. Good. Yes, we tried our hardest to avoid making any mistakes. Many of the owners were from either the Republic or the Empire, so we were nervous about making errors. Sorry for putting you guys in that position. Well, I don't mind the fact that you guys did a rush job. That's usually how it goes anyway. What are you talking about, Chief? We take our job very seriously. Sorry. Anyway, it looks like we've managed to write off one task from our to-do list. Thanks, guys. This should give us a bit more breathing room. Right, allow me to give you my thanks. You can definitely count on the SSS to take care of your work, eh? Can't even escape the handyman treatment at headquarters, can we? Hey Lloyd, should we tell them about the inconsistency? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, actually, what's wrong? We noticed something strange with the license plates. There were two cars that shared the same license plate numbers across both exits. I believe the license plate number was CL1101. Wait, seriously? Do you think it's forgery? I would think so. You need to pay a fee to obtain a parking permit. Not to mention, you have to pay a daily fee to park there. You'd have to fork over a hefty amount of Mireille to park during the whole festival. Someone probably wanted to skip out on paying for two vehicles simultaneously. Wow, what a cheap ass. Could have been worse though. At least he ain't out there committing any serious crimes, eh? Agreed. Kate, do me a favor and check this out for me. Yes, sir. Anyway, it looks like our job here is done. We'll be taking our leave now. If you ever need assistance again, the SSS will gladly tackle the case for you. Thanks, we'll be counting on you. The festival has been dumping loads of work on us, but let's keep up the hustle. I really hope it ends well. Yeah, I don't have time to sip on this coffee at a snail's pace. We're way too busy right now. Anyway, thanks for helping me out today. See you guys around. Please succeed. Okay, I got full DP for that one. And let's put in the monster quest too. Okay, that leaves... Many Famous Muse is a long-term one that I should not try to complete immediately. Just like the other one from Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. Yes, always hold out until you can get the perfect photos. Warrant Officer Mireille. This guy I'm saving for last. Well, technically second last because I have to postpone this photography quest. Okay, important item. Mireille. She was apparently friends with Randy during their time in the CGF. Hey, that's strange. This card doesn't have a sticker anymore. Did they peel it off? That's so inconsistent. But no, they couldn't have possibly peeled it off without ruining the paint job, right? Huh. Very weird. Maybe they painted over it so that no one would know. How sinister of them. Okay, so Mireille should be at Bellguard Gate. Yes, let's Let's go use turbo mode a bit and see if that memory leak really does come back. What the? Why is there a cutscene here? What in the world is this? Probably some kind of military vehicle. Oh, was this here the other day? Let's take a little peek, shall we? Randy, is something wrong? This thing is one of the CGF's armored cars. Why is it here? On top of that, they went so far as to conceal it with this tarp. They sure did a shoddy job. A tarp like that makes it clear as day that's hiding something fishy. Now that we're at Bellguard Gate, maybe we should take care of that support request. Maybe this armored car has something to do with it. I believe that request was to search for a lost item. And as for the client, it was Warrant Officer Mireille. Mireille, she was that blonde soldier we met before, right? Yep, that's right. She may be busy with work, but we should try asking her about the request. Perhaps you could casually bring up the armored car if you're so interested in it. Good idea. Okay, unauthorized. Is everyone trying getting their vehicles checked? I can't help but wonder what's under that blue tarp. Oh, I should hurry and move out. I don't want to miss even a second of this year's anniversary festival. My entry inspection is finally over. That long queue was hard to wait in, though. Well, up to Crossbell City now. Ooh, I think the inspection line is starting to thin out. There's been a lot more tourists traveling on foot this year. I wonder why. If they took the train, they'd already be in the city by now. Well, they are going to a festival. Maybe they think it's more exciting to change things up, even their means of transportation. Since yesterday, traffic coming through the gate has increased exponentially. Because of that, I'm sure the international spies and the like have managed to slip into Crossbell through the cracks. They're already slipping through before then. If only I could brush it aside and simply go on with my day. Okay, let's go through here. Whenever I go on sightseeing trips, I always have to check the local cuisine. I wonder what sort of food awaits me in Crossbell. I swear, Stella glows when she works behind that counter. She's angelic. Alright, after I finish eating, I'll have to match her enthusiasm. Had to work overtime because the commander kept coming down for some late night snacks, so I couldn't recover from my fatigue at all. So busy. Let's prepare more CP foods. I have some business to take care of at Michelin during the festival. Well, it's on the closing day, so I'll take my time savoring what I can. My husband decided to bring me along to the special party it attends annually. Oh, he seems to be up to the brim with confidence, so I'm looking forward to this new experience. It's definitely not under the counter. I guess feel free to relax for as long as you like. See, is that related to the Lost M quest? Where the heck am I? Well, whatever. While I'm here, I might as well explore. Okay, up here. Empty room. She's not here either. Is she in the commander office? Yes, she is. Oh, drat. Just where did it run off to? A cat, maybe? If I don't find it soon. Yo, Mireille, how's my favorite CGF soldier doing? Nice to see you again, Warrant Officer. Randy, and the rest of the SSS, what are you four doing here? Oh, right. It's about that support request I submitted, isn't it? I've been in such a rush I nearly forgot about it. I'm sure you have your work cut out for you here, right? Heh, classic Mireille. She puts on the serious face, but she's really not all there. Excuse me? Someone like you has no right to say that to me. Can we calm down, everyone? I know it's sudden, but will you mind explaining the request to us? For an organization as influential as the CGF to ask us for help, I guess you must be in some real trouble. Yes, that's correct. I'm sorry, but we're a little disorganized right now. So you see, we've accidentally misplaced something incredibly important to the gate. Normally finding it would be our top priority, but as you can see, we're running short on manpower during the anniversary festival. That's why we decided to ask for some assistance in the matter. I think I understand the situation. So what exactly are we looking for? It's the key to the armored car that the Guardian Force has just deployed. It's one of the newer models. A new model? I had only heard rumors about it, so it's finally been deployed. I fail to understand how you could have lost something so valuable. Don't tell me it's Phantom Thief B who stole it. Let me guess, the commander? I suppose that wasn't a hard guess. It wasn't? How so? Well, it started yesterday. The commander had thrown an exclusive party celebrating Crossbell's 70th birthday. At said party, the commander drank more alcohol than he probably should have. And then he had one of the soldiers drive our new armored car to his party. Must have been trying to win over his guests by showing off his new shiny ride, eh? How despicable. Once the commander returned and had the car parked inside the gate, the soldier gave the key back to him. And somehow he misplaced it. Now that we can't move it, we had no choice but to put a tarp over it in the last-ditch effort to conceal it. I was wondering what that was doing outside. Was that really your best move? The tarp makes it look more suspicious, I think. Well, if they left the car as is, it would probably raise a lot of questions they don't wish to answer. For example, why exactly is the CGF's new heavy-duty armored car actively deployed inside of the border gate? If the Imperial Army took it as a threat, I'm not sure we'd be able to reason with them. You can't be serious. At the very least, we like to avoid any provocation at all costs. Is this new model really all that? The armored car we were using before was pretty nice when it came to defense and mobility, if I remember right. Trust me, it is. The new model is an upgraded, more combat-oriented version of our old cars. It's equipped with Vulcan cannons, miniature missile pods, and an overhaul of its base firepower. I hope I never have to fight it. I remember fighting an armored vehicle, a tank in SC that was controlled by Amalthea. It wasn't that hard, but it did take a lot of hits to kill. If we inspected the CGF's entire arsenal, it would easily come out on top, no doubt about it. Gotcha, I agree with you then. Leaving that out in the open ain't a good idea. So, where exactly is that oh-so-wonderful commander right now anyways? This was his room, yeah? I'll get to that. This morning, the commander left and told us to find that blasted key while I'm gone. Also, he made sure to inform us that he absolutely had to use the festival's social gathering so as an advantage. Sounds like him alright. The more I hear about this commander, the less eager I am to meet him. Anyway, we really want to move the armored car out of the public eye ASAP. Will you help us find the key? We'd be happy to help, Warrant Officer. Really? Thank you very much. Now, will you mind helping us retrace the commander's steps? Should we bring Zeit for this one? Did you mention anything that might give us any leads? Let me think. If you'd like to hear what I was able to get out of him this morning, I would be more than happy to share. That should suffice. When the commander returned, he had the armored car parked right inside the gate, and he took the key from the soldier driving. Most likely due to craving a light meal in an attempt to sober her up. So he stopped by the mess hall and had one of the cooks make him some food. Afterwards, he waltzed up to the roof and sung his heart out for a while. And once he finished, he realized that he had no idea where the key had gone. He sounds like a proper drunk, but that means the key should be on the premises, right? I think it was a miracle that he made it into the rooftop at all, given his condition. What a loser. From what we just heard, we know for a fact that the key was lost while he was gallivanting around the gate. And if that's the case, we shouldn't have to worry about searching anywhere other than Bellguard Gate. I agree, Elie. Alright then, we should perform a sweep of the general area first. Who knows, we might find some clues or with luck the key. Warrant Officer Mireille, will you like to accompany us on our search? No, I'm sorry, I feel like I would just get in the way if I came along. In the meantime, I'll search for it by tearing apart the commander's office. Sounds good, Mireille. Even in the most desperate of situations, you can always count on me. Geez, Randy, I am counting on you. We should go ahead and commence our search for the key. Let's start by checking the armored car and its surrounding area. I intend to thoroughly search the commander's office for the key. We weren't the cause of this mess, but that doesn't make it any less important. I will do my duty, whatever it may be. Save in case this is some kind of DP quest, which I highly doubt. It's right down here. So I want us to talk to the tank first. Okay. So according to Mireille, the commander parked a car here and it hasn't been moved since. I'd say we should search the area for the key, but I assume the CGF would have found it if it was actually here. That's a good point. It would be a waste of time to search the area again. Besides, since the car has those bulky Vulcan cannons on top, we can't exactly remove the tarp to take a closer look. Damn, I kinda wanted to see this baby in all its glory. Randy, have you ridden an armored car like this before? I'm curious as to where the suspension has been improved from earlier models. Yep, and I'm wondering about the same thing. If they got permission to use them, I'm sure they'd be super nice for patrols and stuff like that. Noelle would die of happiness, eh? I think you might be right. Oh, it looks like we have visitors from the Empire. Let's go check it out. Is it anyone from Cold Steel? Whoa, a limo. Those Erebonians sure like riding in style. Appears to be a Rhineford model, custom made. Who owns this? Wait a second. Oh, visiting the fine ladies and gentlemen of the special support section. Dieter. Good day, everyone. I trust that Crossbell has been treating you well. Uncle Dieter? It's been a while, sir. It has indeed. You'll have to forgive me. Did my arrival get in the way of your duties? Not at all. As always, you can't help but feel energized by that aura of his. Are you returning from a business trip by any chance, sir? That's right, negotiations in the Empire. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is that giant thing sitting behind you? I guess it's hard not to notice. It's kind of a long story. I see. Allow me to make an educated guess then. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it must be one of the CGF's new armored cars or something like that, right? How did you... did I catch you off guard? There's a simple explanation, I assure you. You see, at the party I attended yesterday, I ran into the CGF commander. He, in his drunkenness, mentioned something about that very car to one of his subordinates, I believe. I've sat with him at multiple parties now, and I really do think he should work on that drinking problem of his. The answer is that. You must have left for the Empire directly after the party, correct? And if that's the case, you might have the clue we're looking for. What exactly do you mean? Allow me to explain. The SSS informed Dieter of the support request. I think I'm starting to understand. No wonder a CGF left a weapon like this in the middle of pedestrian view. However, I'm afraid I won't be of much help to you at all. Like I said earlier, I had negotiations in the Empire today, so I had to leave the party early in order to make it on time. So that you must have left before he lost the key. In other words, by the time the commander made it back to Bellguard Gate, I was already long gone. Geez, what a bummer. Guess all we can do is stick to retracing the steps. Now, this may be presumptuous of me to ask, but can I give you a piece of advice I was given by Bell a long time ago? Maria Bell gave you advice? Again, it was many years ago, but I had the habit of losing things. I would carry random things around, and no matter the item, always forget where I put them. Really? I would have never guessed that, judging by how you act now. I think it was because of my youth, but I'll take the compliment. Anyway, every time I would lose something, Belle would always be there to find it for me. And each time she would let out a great big sigh and tell me this. Father, how many times do I need to tell you? When you lose something, you have to look where you least expect it to be. Search the unexpected places. Well, I suppose that makes sense. But there's a lot of unexpected places. In short, Belle was simply trying to tell me to change my perspective. Now, I'm not sure how much further use I have to all of you, but... No, sir, we appreciate the advice. Thank you very much. I'm happy to have helped. Oh dear, I seem to have gotten carried away with our conversation. I think my car might be a bit of a nuisance, sitting in the middle of the gate like this. If you'll excuse me. Oh, have a safe drive home, sir. Thank you, sir. Until we meet again, SSS. Never changes, that guy. You know, he gave us some pretty valuable advice. Change your perspective, huh? That's definitely something we forgot to think about. It might be the key to finding this, key. Now then, let's keep retracing the commander's steps and see where that takes us. I believe Warrant Officer Mireille told us that after the commander parked the car, he went to the mess hall. Yes, let's take our investigation there. Okay. Yo, Stella, keeping yourself busy? Oh, Randy, funny seeing you here. Were you wanting to order something? Not exactly. We're searching for the armored car's key as per Warrant Officer Mireille's request. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got stuck with that. The warrant officer already asked me to look around. I combed over the mess hall high and low, but it's nowhere to be found. I suppose we can mark the mess hall off our list then. We're in the process of retracing the commander's steps. Do you mind recounting what you witnessed last night? Sure, I don't mind. The first day of the anniversary festival was incredibly hectic here. While I was catching my breath, the commander stormed in here utterly wasted. All of a sudden, he yelled at me to cook something that would sober him up, so my break was cut short. And it was right after I finished taking inventory for the night. He must act like he owns the place. Oh yeah, he loves to show people who's boss. Deputy Commander Bales is quite different in that regard. Excuse me, will you know if he had the key on him while he was eating his meal? Beats me. I only heard about it being lost when I woke up this morning, so I'm afraid I wasn't really paying attention. Is that so? There's no way of knowing where he had a key here or not. What's everyone doing gathered around the mess hall? Good timing, Beyond. These people are helping the CGF recover the key or whatever. Nice to meet you. We're the Special Support Section. The people from the rumors, well, good morning. Hey, Beyond, still the same military buff as always? Afraid so. It's been a while, Randy. So, Beyond, did you end up finding the key? You know, the one Warrant Officer told us about? After giving it a quick search, I can safely say it isn't in the inn. Also, it doesn't seem like the commander went to the inn in the first place. Given that you sound uncertain, is it safe to assume you weren't there yourself? Well, I had just finished cleaning up and went to take a break on the roof when the commander arrived. Hold on. Do you remember something? Yeah, when I was leaving the roof, I passed him on the way down. If I'm not wrong, I remember him spinning around something that looked like a keychain. Maybe that's where your key was. And that means it's extremely likely the commander had the key when he was on the roof after leaving the mess hall. It bothers me that he would act so nonchalant with something so important. I certainly agree, but at least we picked up a valuable statement. You've got a pretty good memory there, Beyond. Must be nice. You think so? Isn't that so convenient, Beyond? Tell me, does that mean my entire search for the mess hall was a waste of time? Sorry about that. Well, I think it's about time for me to head back to work. See you later, Stella. Shh, coward. Hey, thanks to him, we bagged ourselves a good lead. Couldn't have done it without you, Stella. Randy's right. Even though you only knew it wasn't in the mess hall, that narrowed down our list of potential hiding places by a lot. You're welcome. I actually had no idea how important that key was. You have to find the key, for the sake of the Crossbell Guardian Force and for Warrant Officer Mireille. We'll do our best, I promise. Now, is our next destination the roof? Hey, who is this guy? Whoa, one wrong step and I'll fall to the bottom of the canyon. This is freaking nuts. If I slipped, I'd be a goner. Maybe I'll take one more look. Oh, sweet Dios, this is scary. And why are you looking? Okay, time to run off to top floor. Well, we made it to the roof. According to Warrant Officer Mireille, the CGF commander sung his heart out up here. I imagine it took a while to climb the stairs while he was under the influence. Yes, but our biggest issue is that he doesn't remember where exactly he misplaced the key. If we were to lose anywhere, this would be the place. Let's try searching for a while and see where that takes us. Sigh. Last night, the commander came up here and couldn't stop singing. Loudly, I might add. I was hoping to get some rest from our labors, but that didn't happen. You sure the key is up here? Dahlia and I searched the entire roof head to toe, but came up with zilch. Well, hey, we might have overlooked something. I hope you have better luck searching than we did. Examine the spot between the two guards. Maybe he dropped it down there, near the tunnel? Is that a tunnel leading into the Erebonia? That's right. More specifically, that tunnel and the fortified mountain base up ahead both comprise Garrelia Fortress. As the Empire's easternmost stronghold, it is used to keep Calvert in check. Seeing it this close, I cannot help but feel incredibly intimidated by the Empire. I can't blame you for feeling that way, Teotot. After all, that mountain's hiding two of the Empire's scariest weapons, the railway guns. Railway guns? I feel like I've heard of them somewhere before. I'm sure you have. They're the pride and joy of the Imperial Army. They're ultimate weapons of mass destruction. Heard those bad boys fire 80 Reed shells. They were invented as a strategic safety measure by the Rainford Company. 2 years ago, tensions between the Empire and the Republic had finally reached a breaking point. While both our countries began to conduct large-scale military exercises, the wall over there opened, revealing their two enormous railway guns. Weapons which have the capacity to hit Crossbell City. If Erebonia were to unleash them, tragedy would be unavoidable. The Crossbell Times never once mentioned these while I was living in Calvert. I never knew that the current situation was this unstable. Well, as you can see, they've got their trump card stored away right now. We might owe the Liberalian Queen's non-aggression pact thanks for that. Definitely. I always heard that she was an admirable person, but I have a newfound respect for her now. Looks like we got sidetracked. We should continue our search for the key. Oh, what's that sparkle? Just a 10 mirror coin. Did the commander accidentally drop it while he was up here? Let's claim that 10... Wait, does that actually count as... I'm curious, does that... Does that actually count as money for us? Let me load an old save and see. So right now we have 12390. No, we did not get to keep it. What a shame. Finders keepers, I say. It's only 10 mira. What's this? Oh, it's just a piece of wire. Where could that key have gone? I think I see something. Is this a lid for a juice can? We should probably dispose of it. Finding it is proving difficult. I guess the dialogue changes depending on who's in charge. Well, at the very least, we know for a fact that the commander was up here. Acting under the assumption that he dropped the key on the roof may not be the correct decision. If that were the case, the guardsmen would have found it immediately. Considering what Mr. Croy told us earlier, we might need to change our perspective on this entire thing. It's only a possibility, but what if the key fell into a place we can't normally reach? Let's investigate every nook and cranny of this place one more time. Huh? Lloyd? What's the matter? I see it. Oh, snap. How the hell did it end up in a place like that? Given its true location, I'm not surprised that they were unable to find the key, so no matter how much they scoured the gate. For now, let's let the warrant officer know. We may need to borrow a ladder or something in order to grab it. Right, let's go find her. I think you were looking for this. Randy handed the key to the armored car over to Mireille and explained how they found it. It seriously ended up in a place like that? I never would have found it then. What probably happened is that your commander dropped it while he was singing on the roof. That aside, I'm just relieved that you were able to find it. Thanks to you, we can finally move that armored car somewhere less conspicuous to travelers. I guess I'm in your debt, this time, Randy. Don't worry about it. But if you really want to make things even, how about going on a date with me? It'd be a good time. I don't know what I was expecting. Idiots never change, do they? Well, thank you for everything, SSS. You're welcome, Mireille. If you ever need anything from us, all you have to do is submit a support request. I'll keep that in mind. Now, if you'll excuse me. Case closed, eh? I suppose so. I wasn't sure we would find the key for a second there. If a stranger picked it up, I don't know what we would have done. Considering where it was dropped, I say we got lucky. I'm inclined to agree. Incidents like this could be avoided if the commander was a bit more observant. He's always been an incompetent jackass, even when I was stationed here. If we didn't find that key, Mireille probably would have taken the heat for losing it. That man is hopeless. You're telling me. So at least we know there are people like the deputy commander and the warrant officer doing honest work in the CGF. I'd like to think that most of the guardsmen are following suit despite everything. Good point, Lloyd. Is there any process for getting rid of the commander at all? Well, time to head out? Yeah, let's go. Is that enough to get me the next threshold? Nope. Okay, let's go down to Trinity. See if there's any interesting dialogue here. It would be a swell idea to check out the anniversary festival with everyone. What about you guys? Want to come with? I bet it'd be pretty fun. Sorry, we can't. We're on duty right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure you invited us knowing that full well, didn't you? Huh, caught red-handed. You guys are too by the book. We're temporarily closed for today. Please return tomorrow if you'd like to come in for a drink. How's your family, Hazel? Don't spare me any details, okay? Sure, I plan on spending the second half of the festival with my sister. I want to use today to go out and screw with you guys, screw around with you guys. We're all going out together today. Wazi's a busy man, so we didn't have time yesterday. Even those guys in the Mafia have settled down now that the festivities have begun. We've set aside our differences with the Vipers for the time being. Sheesh, now we've got to wait a little longer before we can completely annihilate them. What about the Vipers themselves? Oh yeah, I gotta head out of here soon. Stay sharp, Dino. Try not to miss us too much. Right. Wald and the boys are about to go screw around in the city. Everyone loves the festival, so they hit up the food stalls every year. So, they left you here to watch over the base. Like I could do much about it, I'm the lowest rung on the ladder. Jeez, I asked if they wanted to go, and nobody seemed interested at all. Okay. Am I getting a steak skewer or an omurice? Yo, you tried the tricolor ice cream yet? That stuff's amazing. You stupid or something? Ice cream's for pansies. Huh. Do these guys not have any additional dialogue? Yesterday was pretty lively, eh? Thinking about hanging up in our place today, you know? Oh hell yeah, I'll tag along too. Gaha, we're going balls to the walls again. I've got a bad feeling about this. Agreed. Can't they go one day without causing an uproar? Okay, no other dialogue with these three. Okay, Fisherman's Guild. Excuse us. Looks like nobody's in. I figured we'd be able to find a clue about Professor Gunter if we came here. Those fishing freaks head out to their tournament or whatever it was. If they have, then our would-be clue has already left the building. Wait a moment, please. I still sense a presence inside the building. Oh crap, I'm late. Well, it isn't Detective Lloyd. Great timing, Coupon. You got a second to answer a quick question? Sorry, man. I don't have the time to sit here and chit-chat. I got hurried to the Fisher Cup out on Ursula Road Sandbank. Based on the time, it probably just started. The Fisher Cup? That the fishing tournament? Oh, so you guys heard it or already knew about it. I should have known. Nothing gets past an angler. The Fisher Cup is a tournament held in honor of the Fisherman's Guild President, Mr. Fisher. Wait, I said I don't have time to sit around chit-chatting. If I don't hurry my rear out there, all the older guys will snag the best spots. Just one more thing. Among those attending the Fisher Cup, is there a doctor with glasses, blue hair, and a white lab coat? You talking about Joachim? I'm pretty sure it was coming today, yeah. Bingo. Yeah. Oh, you guys all participating in the tournament? In that case, take this. Bamboo rod. What? Why are you giving me this? I'm giving it to you as a memento for competing in the Fisher Cup. It's a participation prize, so to speak. I don't ever recall committing to this tournament, so is this really okay? Wait, damn it, I forgot I was running late. Sorry guys, got a jet. You'd better get moving if you want to make it. For someone in a hurry, he really went out of his way. Yeah. Anyway, we know Professor Gunter should be headed to the sandbank on Ursula Road. Let's hurry and reel him in. Caught his enthusiasm, eh, Teotot? Silence. Okay, I want to test out the deluxe dumplings here, but what the heck are you doing here? A tour? I see. Anyone I know here? Cypher. Hey, I recognize you. Oh no, you just have a similar sprite. So they say I can get a noble carp here, but can I really get this early in the game? It seems to be like an endgame fish, but the odds are probably really low. I did it! Noble carp, 178. It only comes in that one length though. He says gem. I don't think I can catch this more than once either. What the heck did I just catch? I've never seen a fish so beautiful before. I feel like it might be kind of rare. A P-sized gem? How good is that? What does it do exactly? May evade magic attacks. Yeah, normally you can't dodge magic, but this could let you, huh? Will you still be able to counter magic if you are within range? 5 time... 5 for time. Okay, so we have to go to the sandbank for this tournament. Oh, there's no monsters down there, so they really did reserve it. Oh, will you look at this? And there's the professor. They look like they're enjoying themselves. I'm impressed they can be so carefree with all the monsters on the highway. There are far fewer monsters than normal today. They must have hired someone to clear it out ahead of time. Were they scared away by the horde of fishermen? I kind of doubt that. But either way, we found our fishing tournament. All that's left to do is find Professor Gunter. Yeah, most likely hired the bracers or CGF or whatever. It's been a while since I last fished at this sandbank. If we came out here all willy-nilly, we'd get surrounded by monsters before our hooks hit the water. Oh, you made it, Lloyd. I see you brought your SSS buddies too. I'm glad you could make it. Behold, the Fisher Cup, a tournament where you can show off your fishing skills to honor the Fisherman's Guild President, Mr. Fisher. I call it a tournament, but it's more akin to a social gathering for all fishing enthusiasts. You sadly missed the full explanation, so you have to settle for the quick rundown. Wow, that was a monster of a catch. I think I found the perfect fishing spot. Oh, are you guys members of the Fisherman's Guild too? I suppose I am, for the time being. Nice to meet you. My name is Lloyd. Lloyd, that's a pretty funny coincidence if I do say so myself. What do you mean? We share the same name, my boy. I'm Lloyd, a master fisher of the Fisherman's Guild. Probably the same Lloyd that Estelle met. Certain asked me to be a special guest at the tournament, so I packed my things and came all the way from Liberal. Heh. I'll be here for the duration of the anniversary festival. Let's reel in some prize catches, alright, other Lloyd? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Is this the Lloyd that Estelle was talking about earlier? And that's the branch leader. Oh, more competitors for the Fisher Cup. Feel free to find yourself an open spot and fish, fish, fish. Okay, there's Yoichim. Guess I'll have to talk to him to get this part started. Do. Ah, fishing is truly delightful. I guess what they say is true. The heart really is soothed with the cast of your line. It always helps me feel refreshed after a long day at the hospital. Blue hair, white lab coat. I think we've got our man. Excuse me, are you Professor Joachim Gunter? Indeed I am. I apologize, but I'm in the middle of something important. Did you need some? Aha! Finally, a bite. He's not even listening. I am. Hooked on your every word. Lame pun. Excuse me, sir. Sarah, one of this hospital receptionist, sent us a request to track you down, Professor. Your repeat absences are causing problems for Lytton and the rest of the staff. I've got you now. Oh wow, a viper head, and a pretty big one at that. I can tell my daily trips from the hospital are finally starting to pay off. The dude's really in his own little world. Sorry, bud, but I don't think he's heard a single thing you said. I think you'll have to explain yourself again, Lloyd. But I was already yelling. I assure you, that won't be necessary. The hospital staff is awaiting my return, right? It's nice to meet you all. I'm Joachim Gunter. I'm just a simple associate professor over at St. Ursula Medical College. Yeah, we met. I can't help but feel that we've met before. Could this be a case of deja vu? I suppose there's really no point in trying to remember then. No, I wouldn't call this deja vu. We should have started with an introduction. Oh well, better late than never, right? I'm Lloyd Bannings, member of the Crossbell Police Department's SSS. Now, Professor Gunter, will you? It's fine, Lloyd. I understand the dilemma. So does that mean you'll return to the hospital? That's a good question, ma'am. However, I've been looking forward to the Fisher Cup for the last 2 months. It's kind of a big deal for us anglers. And since I won't have any free time during the festival, I figured I'd treat myself with this little trip. Do you have no sense of responsibility as a physician? Well, of course I do. My wrist is awfully sore from all the apology letters I had to write every time I snuck out of the hospital last month. It's a good thing my old chum Litton was there to help me write half of them. He's a real hero in my eyes. We're getting a little off topic now. What do we have to do to convince you to return to the hospital? Let me think about that. Well, since we're already at the Fisher Cup, why don't we settle this over a battle of the baits? You mean fishing? Exactly. If you manage to reel in something larger than the viper head I just caught, I'll gracefully accept defeat in return. Simple, right? So it all comes down to a fishing match, eh? You up to flex your angling skills, bud? Fine, accept your challenge. Any rules I should know of? Spoken like a true angler, Lloyd. I'll show my viper head to Serta in a little bit, and you can show him your catch when you're ready. As long as you catch a larger fish than my viper head, you will be declared the winner. Keep in mind that there are no do-overs. Once you've shown your fish to Serta, that's it. Oh, and no leaving the sandbank. Come with all your gear in hand, because leaving the sandbank to resupply is forbidden. So how do the rules sound? No complaints from me. I hope I have enough bait on me. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to borrow some off another fisherman. I think it's time we start our bait off. Good luck, Lloyd. Let's have some fun. Looks like you're in the middle of a match yourself, so have a great time out there. I only saw it for a second, but boy was him's catch enormous. You're gonna have to pull out all the stops to beat that monster. A catfish should do the trick, because it's the king of this lake. Well, that's reassuring. Come on, kid, don't make that face. Your first priority should be to have fun. You know what? I'll give you a useful piece of advice. Don't go for the deadliest catch right off the bat. The trick is to start off by stocking up on small fry first, like the Kasagan. The real money catches won't be satisfied with some dinky earthworm. You gotta bait them with real food, like small fish. This spot's good for catching small fry. Here, try fishing with this bait. Thanks, I appreciate it. So, I have to start small, huh? Alright, let's give this a shot. I already actually have a catfish. Is it okay if I just use this one that I caught before? Isn't that kind of cheating? Should I catch another one just to be honorable? Okay, caught another one, 141 Rege. Stellar Pendulum? That's really good! I only get that if I manage to... I only get the rare accessories if I manage to bag them big. Haha. Yes, my record right now is 141. Yes, if you get a normal sized one, you get something weaker like tinkle earrings. Alright, so who do we turn this into? You? Were you the... You're the manager, right? Challenge Yoichim with current fish. I already checked out Yoichim's viper head, so it's all up to you now. Out of all the fish you caught, the largest among them was... a catfish. Is this the fish you want to challenge him with? Sounds good. I'll go grab Yoichim so I can announce the results. Are you sure your fish measures up to mine? I'm not sure, but I don't plan on losing to you. Yeah, I'm excited to see the results. If you'll do the honor, certain, judge away, my friend. Let's see. In Professor Gunter's corner, we've got an impressive viper head. Out of all the fish Lloyd caught, the largest among them was... a catfish. After judging, the winner is... Gulp. Lloyd Bannings. Come again? Are you sure there wasn't an error in your judgment? Numbs the brakes, bud. Lloyd's fish is absolutely massive. Trust me, my eyes never lie. It's not quite bruh fish tier, but it'll have to do. You're kidding. You did it, Lloyd. Hell yeah. You never failed to deliver. I won? Sigh, fate is so cruel. Well, a win's a win. Here's a little present to celebrate your victory. Celestial Balm. Thank you, Professor Gunter. I appreciate it. Now it's time for me to hold up my end of the bargain. Off to the hospital I go. Really? I was expecting you to throw more of a fuss. Excuse me, miss? I'm not some rowdy child. Anyway, our little match was a great opportunity to get some quality fishing in. I'm more than satisfied for the time being. Huh? He's a crafty one, ain't he? He was totally using us to buy more fishing time, I bet. Utterly despicable. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. It was a pleasure, sir, then I'll see you around. Sure, pal. Look forward to seeing you at the next competition. Likewise, friend. Now, if you excuse me, Special Support Section, I have a hospital to tend to. I'll be waiting at the bus stop if there's anything else you need from me. That dude had us completely wrapped around his finger. He's cunning, alright. I don't trust him in the slightest. He might swim away the moment we take our eyes off him. Yeah, we should take the same bus to make sure he actually goes back to the hospital. Where in the world were you, Professor? Due to your absence, staff and patients have been very inconvenienced. Well, if you must know, I was competing in an intense event known as the Fisher Cup. The Fisherman's Guild ran it, and being a member of it myself, I couldn't exactly skip it, could I? Professor, this is serious. You do realize that Lytton is filling in for you as we speak, don't you? Oh, Lytton is? I really am blessed to have such a capable pupil. I think it would be rude of me to rain on his parade, considering how hard he's working, so why not let things continue as they are? Yes, I think that's for the best. It will be very educational for him. Very educational indeed. Get back to work right this instant. Yes, ma'am. Is this guy always like this? If he truly is an associate professor, he has to be quite gifted in his field, but... Hey, genius can be paper thin, you know? Randy, he can still hear you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Next time we meet, let's go fishing again, alright? I won't take no as an answer. Again? Ignore that. I don't know what he's talking about. So, do you need anything else from us? No, that should be everything. Thanks for the help. You four are lifesavers. You brought him back in record time, too. We'll be calling you if something like this happens again. I have a good feeling you'll be able to handle whatever we throw at you. Yeah, of course. You can count on us, Sarah. Okay, so that just leaves... this photography quest. Defeated the professor. Haha. There's the professor. What a shame. I was planning on sneaking out of this place for the whole day. I wish you hadn't found me so quickly. I'd be in the city enjoying the anniversary festival right now. Well, at least I gotta take part in that fishing tournament the guild threw, so I suppose that'll have to do. Thanks for fighting Professor Gunter. Honestly, is it so much to ask him to get his work done rather than dump it all on me? I can only handle so much, you know? Okay, there's still something we have to do here, I think. Someone's supposed to have the book. Yes, you. What are you still doing here? What's this? I sense fish that need catching. No, it's not him. Oh, wait. Don't tell me they're still doing that tournament. Yoichim came up to me and insisted I take this novel a little while ago. If you ask me, he was being way too shady about it. When you know it, he swiped some off my bait while I was off guard. Does this guy just mess around all day? Hey, I'm not a fan of books, so you want to take this off my hands? Back Alley 6. Did you happen to see where Yoichim ran up to? Weird, he was going on about how this was his much-needed vacation, so why did he vanish? Is Lloyd still there? Come and think of it, a good pal of mine by the name of Estelle is in Crossbell on Bracer Guild business. That gal knows her stuff, let me tell you. I challenged her to a match once and I was like a fish out of water. Oh, that's right, she had those star door or moon door matches. Or memory doors in general, yes, in the third. Those were really tough, but I somehow lucked out and beat pretty much all of them on my first try. Okay, let's see what Glenn's going to do next. 10 years ago, Glenn worked with Rufus at a hospital in the Principality of Remifuria. The two of them, blessed with surgical talent, were promising names among the young doctors. One day at a small theater, they saw a ballet, a traditional dance celebrated in the Principality. Both men fell for a dancer on stage. Her name was Katerina Ford. The two of them continued to watch her performance and, as if by fate, somehow became acquainted with this bright star of a girl. She had a very young sister who also became friendly with them. Eventually, Glenn and Katerina fell in love. Even Rufus, his love for his friend and rival, wholeheartedly supported them. However, their happy days did not last long. One day, Katarina came down with an incurable disease and was hospitalized at Glenn and Rufus's workplace. The name, the now too familiar crystallization. Her feet, the life of a ballerina, were immobilized by beautiful Esmalus crystals up to her ankles. They're pretty, right? That was a bold-faced lie, atypical of her bright personality. Glenn Rufus, the doctor's charge of her care, suffered. To save her life, there was no other way than to amputate the crystallized feet. It had to be done soon. They refused to resort to such drastic measure, for Katarina's feet still burned with the passion for dancing. The doctor searched desperately for an alternative, any miraculous method to save both her life and her feet. They scoured the records of all known cases of crystallization. They examined and re-examined her to try to find the real cause. One day, Glenn made a discovery. Patients with crystallization have a common symptom, a small tumor in the heart. The theory is that this growth nurtures a toxin that accumulates and advances crystallization. If the tumor could be surgically removed, the symptoms would subside and the condition would slowly reverse. But with this discovery, the people got excited, but two of them did not rejoice. The removal of a tumor inside the heart was an extremely dangerous operation. Even in this country known for top-tier medical practices, it would be a very difficult surgery. If they failed, it would end in her death, but it could not be delayed. Crystallization was advancing. The time had come to decide. The only option is to remove crystallized parts. Choosing between life and ballet is foolish. Glenn agreed with Rufus's conclusion. Even if his love would lose her ballet, as long as she had her life, she could find a new passion. However, Katarina disagreed. Ballet is my life. Losing my feet is the same as losing my life. If there is even a small chance you can do it, I want to bet on it, she begged her beloved Glenn. As the operation neared day by day, Glenn grew conflicted. There was a choice between her life and death. He kept on thinking, worrying, and agonizing. In the end, he decided to do as she asked. Rufus was fiercely opposed, but upon reading the look in Glenn's eye, he knew what wasn't said. He'll do anything to save her. He realized Glenn could not be stopped. The day arrived. Glenn was to be the surgeon. While Katarina's sister watched with concern, she was transported to the operating room. I believe in you, Glenn, whispered Katarina. She, grasping Glenn's rugged hand, fell deeply asleep under anesthesia. She never woke up. Glenn's story had been taken over by Rufus, who had joined them on the rooftop. Glenn abandoned the hospital. He ran away from Katarina's death and became something of a good-for-nothing back-alley doctor. Sherry looked at Glenn, surprised. What do you want? Glenn didn't take his eyes off the city. Rufus thought carefully about how to deliver his reply. The date for Hugo's operation has been decided. It's to be 1 week from today. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this Let's Play of The Legends of Heroes Trails from Zero, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.